Hi, it's Christian Harris, and in this video I've got an interesting story for you which demonstrates the importance of cleaning when it comes to the maintenance of slip safety. So I was recently undertaking a visit in a theme park, and there they have three restaurants which front of house are very different but back of house are kitted out pretty much exactly the same. So the same types of ovens, but crucially the same floor. They've also got the same cleaning equipment, the same cleaning chemical supplier, etc. So we were carrying out slip testing in various parts of the theme park, but looking at these three kitchens, when we went in, we found some quite interesting results. So the first kitchen we happened to visit, we slip tested the floor, and in wet conditions the pendulum test value was over 40, so therefore giving a very low potential for slip even when the floor was contaminated. All good, move on to the next kitchen. And there we actually found a floor that when we tested it in the wet condition was achieving a PTV of about 34, so kind of on the borderline of that magic number, the benchmark of 36, but pretty good. Could be better, could obviously be a lot worse, but starting to get a picture here that there's some interesting differences around how these floors are being maintained, given that essentially the floor surfaces themselves, should I say, were the same. Now this was exacerbated in a third kitchen, which was getting a wet PTV of well under 25, so giving it a high slip potential. Now, as I said before, ostensibly these three kitchens were exactly the same. What was the difference? Well, the difference was the human element. So it became clear to me that the head chef of kitchen number one was clearly heavily invested in and involved in the cleaning regime. That was important to him, and therefore it was being done to a high standard, and can only have been done in that way very regularly and diligently. Whereas in kitchen number three, conversely, with the same raw materials to work with, but a different staff and a different direction from the head chef there, they were getting vastly different results. So yes, you can have a good floor, but you need to look after it properly. And yes, you can give people the same equipment throughout, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to follow the practices and achieve the same result either. Now, chatting to the health and safety manager in a bit of a mop-up session after the visits, we were discussing, well, how can we get this message through? And what we kind of agreed was that talking about cleaning probably wasn't the answer here. So going to chef number three and saying, you're not doing a very good job at cleaning, you've got to get the cleaning better, that probably wouldn't get the engagement or the outcome that the health and safety manager was seeking. Instead, we felt that it was probably better to frame this around the human element. So if the people undertaking the cleaning in that third kitchen understood that, yes, they're just cleaning, but actually in undertaking this cleaning, if they do it well, they make themselves and their mates who work in the kitchen safe. Conversely, if they do it badly, they make themselves and I guess maybe more importantly their mates unsafe. We felt like that way of framing the message might be a better way of getting through to these people and getting better outcomes in terms of the hygiene and the safety of the floors. I hope that's been useful. Perhaps some interesting lessons to learn, both in terms of monitoring the operational aspects of what you're doing in terms of safety, but also thinking about how to engage with your staff to try to drive a better safety culture throughout your organisation. As always, if there's anything we can do to help, please feel free to give us a shout. If you want to, you can set up a call with me by visiting our website, www.slipsafety.co.uk/call, and we could have an initial 15-minute consultation to see what kinds of issues you might have, what solutions we have, and whether the two overlap. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.